Welcome to another episode of This Woman Works. I am your host, Mike Patton, and on this episode, I'm speaking to someone that is definitely doing her thing, performing and singing across the Middle Tennessee area and more. That would be Miss Adonis. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. We're going to get into your story, your journey, and more on this episode of This Woman Works. But before we get into your journey, like I do every episode, I open it up with the Black Girl Magic Moment. And on this episode, I wanted to open up with somebody that has, taken a great journey and is doing something that they're passionate about and kind of basically making that career happen. That would be Natalie, for those that know, or Natfluential for those that know her on social media. Now, for those that don't know, she is a big Steph Curry fan. She does a lot of reporting the uh, on the Golden State Warriors, talking about Steph Curry and things like that. So if you come for Steph Curry, you better be aware she's going to be coming for you. So she started out, for those that don't know, she actually has a background as a lawyer, but she actually just has a passion for sports and talking sports and doing different things. She does have a show called On Her Turf with I just actually she is a co-host on the show called On Her Turf with it's on NBC Sports, and it's with Callie Lawson Freeman. I know her name is different now. She got married, so I know her name is different now. But yeah, that show definitely they do a good job on that show, talking about WNBA and women's basketball as well. Is talking about the the WNBA, then talking about NBA on other different things as well. But on that show, that's basically just strictly a women's basketball show, and I love it, and I think they do a great job. And just getting back to net, I mean, just definitely being caught up in your passion in a good way and being able to, continue to fight for your passion and your dreams, no matter the circumstances, the outcome, and continue to believe in yourself. And she fought her way from basically being, a lawyer to going to working for Brother from Another with Michael Smith and golly, Michael Holly, yeah, working for them, being producer there, showing up on the show a lot, creating ideas, and she is now entrenched at NBC Sports, made the full career change, and I salute her for all the great and wonderful things she did, and believing in her passion. Now, Adonis, I know you know some things about believing in your passion. I mean, what do you think of that journey that she took, basically taking the sports world by storm, being someone that just continually poured into her passion until she eventually made it happen?
Yeah, it's always the best thing to see your fruits come to labor. Like when you put your all into something and you don't have that plan B, like you're gonna give it everything you got, and then to see the journey and see how it all flourishes is probably the best feeling you'll get out of it. So it's really inspiring to hear and see stories like that.
Definitely, definitely. I salute you, Net. I know. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure you hear this. So you might be watching it. When you watch it, hey, yeah, definitely had to salute you and show you your props or give you your props, I should say, for your journey and just consistently believing in your dream and your passion. But of course, the show is about you, and Adonis, the show is about you. So we kind of got to flip that, and you are definitely trying to dive into your passion and live for your dreams as well. But of course, those dreams always start at one particular place. It probably starts in our childhood, but we're gonna go there with you. So where exactly did you grow up?
So I grew up in LaVergne, Tennessee. Same house since I was like 2. I was born in East Nashville, but I don't remember nothing about it, so can't ask me about that. I had a pretty stable household, 2 parents. I got 2 siblings that live in the house with me. We're all really close now. But it wasn't we all go through things in life and stuff like that. So everything has built me to where I am now. So I'm grateful the experience and the journey.
Got you. Okay. LaVergne, Tennessee, for those that don't know, that's a little bit outside of Nashville. So, you go maybe like 5-10 minutes driving inward on I-24 and you're in Nashville pretty much.
Mhm.
So I've got to ask, of course, growing up, LaVergne, right outside Nashville, country music is what everyone really talks about here, things like that, and just the different things people talk about when it comes to Nashville and the outlying areas. What was it like growing up in LaVergne?
Um, it was very diverse, like shockingly. All my classes were diverse, and then I ended up going to Antioch High School, and we had all types of. I feel like the black people were low key, like the not the minorities, but like all the minorities were like the majority. So that was good. It really pushed me into wanting to go like to a HBCU for college at first. So I enjoyed that. It wasn't. I ain't getting no fights. Now my friends did and stuff like that, but it was cool. I was cool. I was like one of those kids that was cool with everybody, and like I had the band and the choir friends, and I was also a cheerleader, so I had like all the athlete and jock friends too. So it was cool.
Got you, got you. So you got along with everybody. So, you know, during your journey, now LaVergne, Antioch High School, during your journey, of course, there's always dreams that we all have. Like for me, honestly, I wanted to be a professional football player. Obviously, did not make it there. Made to college, but didn't make it all the way to the NFL. As a kid, what was one of the first things that you wanted to be growing up?
I wanted to sing, but I didn't know like that was actually an avenue. So like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a doctor, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and be a physical therapist or something because I did sports a lot and I would get hurt. So like the trainers that would like help you and stuff like that, they were always so cool. Like it just looked like they had so much fun. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that when I get older.
Okay. All right. All right. So want to be a doctor, physical therapist, but of course we know now that you can sing, you can
Yeah.
perform. But we're going to get into that and your journey there and more when we come back from the commercial break on This Woman Works, episode 34 with Adonis.
EBO Beard Butter and EBO Beard Wash are two of the best beard grooming products for men worldwide. They help promote growth, keep your beard moisturized and soft, and enhance your overall upkeep of your facial hair. And with the new promo code MPAFC10, you can get 10% off all these products. Just go to www.etsy.com/shop/EBO Beard Butter. Again, that's www.etsy.com/shop/EBO Beard Butter. And again, the promo code MPAFC10. Again, MPAFC10, where you can get 10% off any products except for beard boxes. So treat your beard better today by going to get this the EBO Beard Butter and EBO Beard Wash.
All right, and we are back on episode 34 of This Woman Works with Adonis. And before the break, we talked about singing and performing. You said growing up, you did not know that this was an avenue that you could take to get where you want to get. So let's kind of build up there. Of course, you sing, you perform. When did you first really get introduced to singing and performing?
When I was in church, of course, and then I did choir in middle school, and we ended up doing musicals every year. So I never got a role until my 8th grade year. And then after that role, like at the end of the year, she did awards and stuff. And she had like gave me like one of the top awards and something. And I was like, oh snap, like you see me. So then in high school, I ended up doing choir too. And I became the president my senior year. And I was always like I was a hard-headed kid. So like they didn't want to put me in leadership positions, but they did because they saw the potential at the same time. So once I like stepped into the leadership positions, I started to grow more of a passion and started helping the ones around me as well too. So I ended up going into college with an accounting major, but they had me so messed up in accounting. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't hard. It's just I know I'm not finna sit at no desk with these numbers all day long for the rest of my life. So I would post covers all the time, but one of my cheer sisters at the time, she was like, "Yeah, you post these covers and everything. You might as well just do music." And I'm like, you're right. I might as well just do it. So I switched my major over, and I've been just doing music since.
Okay. All right. So would you say that was the moment, the first moment you really were like, okay, I can seriously pursue this?
Yeah. Was in
Okay.
college. Because my mom had always asked me before I went to college too. She was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, I don't really know. And I was going the accounting route, just trying to follow. My mom was an accountant, so I was just following suit. And she was like, I mean, if you could ever sing, would you ever take that avenue? And then like I was like, yeah, I would, but I never thought that I could until I started doing it. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you know, what was that one moment where you were like, okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be? Was it a performing moment? Was it when you were at an event or anything of that nature?
Make it crazy. It really was like that last performance that I just did probably opened my eyes up to a new level of where I could take my artistry. When I first started performing, I was very shy, very timid. I wouldn't move on the stage at all. Like I'm singing right here to the mic, no facial expressions, anything. So after I took a little break for this past whole year just to like reevaluate and see where I wanted to see myself. And after I took that little break, I grew a lot of confidence and saw a different side of myself. So that was probably that moment where I'm like, whoa, I can really take this somewhere. Like,
That's it. Oh, okay. All right. So one place you did take your singing talents is to the SEA Awards. For those that aren't aware, that's the Southeastern Entertainment Awards. Yeah, I believe you received an award from the SEA Awards, correct?
Yeah, I got Live Musician of the Year 2023. And that was like the first time I ever heard of like some awards for it. Like all I've heard was like the BET Awards, like, CMA, stuff like that. So when they reached out and I was like, oh snap, I'm nominated for something. Like people see me, I'm doing something out here maybe. So that was just good, a good feeling to see that like I've been noticed in some type of way.
Okay. And are you I know that they have the awards coming up again this year. Are you doing something with them? Are you involved with them this year as well?
Yes, so I will be performing at my first award show, and I'm like ecstatic. I'm oh yeah, I can't wait. That's all I can say. I can't wait.
Well, I'm excited for you. And for those that aren't aware, can you kind of tell them a little bit about the SEA Awards? If they're not aware, of course, probably people in the North are not aware of the Southeast. That's the Southeast Southern Entertainment Awards. Good gracious, I butchered that.
Yes. Well, the Southern Entertainment Awards, it really much highlights a lot of the musicians that are out here actually putting in things. They also people all over the entertainment industry actually. So if you have a platform or anything like that, that is a really great networking space, everything for that too as well. And they're just they've been around for I want to say like 20, maybe like 22 years now. But when I first heard about them, I didn't know too much either. But everybody in the community that I have met, I have learned from, I've grown from, and I've gotten so much inspiration from different people. So it's a good community and a good platform that they created for artists like us.
Now, I have known of them for those about the 20 plus years as well. So I've definitely been aware. And I actually went to one event, I believe, at one point in time, and actually was in the crowd. So I've been to one before. So yes. definitely you're going to see a lot of artists that are, continuing to explore their creative journeys, as well as some artists that you're like, okay, I seen somebody else do that, but maybe this person did it first. So you'll see a lot of those too. But of course, your journey to be the artist that you are wasn't necessarily without its hiccups or its hurdles as well. But we're going to talk about that. But we're going to take another commercial break on This Woman Works, episode 34 with Adonis.
A shift. A shift is something that happens and changes the dynamics. And that's what happened when Garrett Logistics was born. After 10 years as a sales pro in the logistics world of sporting goods, John Garrett decided to pivot to the world of freight and start a brokerage. So you're saying to yourself, why trust Garrett Logistics? Well, Garrett Logistics helps shippers improve overall workflow, along with increased on-time pickup and delivery percentages. Last-minute loads, multi-drop pickups, and more are part of the services with Garrett Logistics. They're available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., all times Central Standard Time. So give them a ring at 615-400-8484. That's 615-400-8484, or you can email them at john@garrettlogistics.co or visit their website at garrettlogistics.co. Garrett Logistics, where the motto is, it's not just freight to us, it's your business.
All right, and we are back on This Woman Works with the lovely Adonis. And like I mentioned before the break, we're going to talk about some advice and hurdles that you have kind of encountered on your way. Now, first, we're going to start with the hurdles. Of course, I've got to ask, what's one of the biggest hurdles you have encountered along your journey?
My biggest hurdle is probably trying to find my lane, being a dark-skinned female in the Nashville industry. It is majority of country music. So like the previous music I've put out before, you can tell that it's kind of like, oh, we're trying to find where the niche is. So I did like a country song before. I did really smooth R&B before. I've done some pop songs and stuff like that. But finding my bread and butter was probably like the biggest hurdle. But taking this break this whole year really helped me hone down on who I am and find the confidence in what I needed to do in order to shine the way that I need to shine.
Now, for those that aren't aware, can you kind of give them a, I would say, a kind of feel of what your style is?
So my style is R&B pop. You're going to get a little bit of hip hop in there, a little bit of twang. So if you think of a Chloe Bailey, Doja Cat, Victoria Monet mix.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I can see that. Definitely. All right. So, as far as finding those different things, overcoming that hurdle, what was the biggest thing that helped you overcome that hurdle or finding your lane as well? And I know one of those has to be definitely confidence, and in the industry itself, in terms of entertainment, in terms of music as well. Sometimes it isn't kind to dark-skinned Black women, which I find that a crying shame, because I find the crying shame. But how did you overcome those different things to be the artist that you are?
Honestly, it was my support system, my family, and my first mentor, which is Music Queen. She pulled me to a side. She was like, hey, I really want to help you out. And she really gave me a little sense of direction. And then she introduced me to one of my other mentors. His name is Drew Castle. And he was an artist himself. So a lot of the advice, he's been through everything and stuff like that. So he really helps guide me in a way where I'm not going to fall to the left, and not have to rebuild myself after going through something where I could have avoided, if that makes sense. And I think the most thing that got me is when a couple people, they're like, I feel like I see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And I'm like, oh snap, what you mean? Like, gotta go look in the mirror real quick. And then the support system, like they just always encourage me, even when I'm down bad, like they always pick me up, like to the greatest extent. So it was really the support system more than anything.
Gotcha. And definitely, I know that sports system provided some advice to you as well. So, what's the biggest bit of advice that's been given to you along your journey that's like, okay, cool. If I don't remember anything else, I'm going to remember this?
Don't give up. I feel like everybody and everything, they're going to say that one. And it's true, because I feel like when I dropped my first song, I was like, yep, I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to be making bank. Y'all ain't going to see me again in Nashville. But no, it takes time. It's a journey. You grow so much. Like seeing where I first started to right now, I don't even recognize the person from before, because I'm like, oh wow, you've grown so much. So yeah, don't give up and just see yourself flourish. Because I can't wait to see where I look like 10 years from now. I'm gonna be like, whoa. So,
All right. And what is the biggest bit of advice you can give to just anyone that may be following your path, trying to live out their dreams, performing and singing?
network, network, network. Because it's not always about what you know, but who you know. And if you don't know something, somebody else does, and they'll bring you into a room where somebody else knows way more too, and then you just grow from there. So network.
Network. I think that's the big thing for pretty much everybody. And the biggest thing that I would say is don't be afraid of the word no, because people are going to tell you no. They're going to don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. But hey, sometimes you got to stick to your guns and, believe in what you believe, right?
No, for real, you do. So
Definitely. Well, I will say this. I've enjoyed kind of, getting to know your journey. I am from Middle Tennessee. I'm Antioch now, but I grew up in Nashville. So yeah, definitely. It's always good to bring people on that are from the area. And I've seen perform. I actually just for reference, everyone. I happened to be just, I guess, scrolling through IG, and I looked up and saw a performance and the singing. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is good, and that's where I came across Adonis the first time. So yeah, definitely great performer, great voice. Wishing you well on your journey. But of course, the show's not over. You know that, right?
we know.
Yeah, it's the speed round is up next. We got 10 questions, 10 random questions to help my listeners and viewers get to know you a little bit more. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Who is your favorite singer?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Okay. The Beehive. Hey, I didn't say she wasn't my favorite singer, so don't come for me. Okay. What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song would be Soft by Flo and then Chloe and Halle.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm surprised that I haven't had anybody say SZA yet for anything. I'm wondering when that's gonna happen. But all right, I've got a tough one for you. Who would play you in a biopic about your life?
I would want Taraji.
Taraji. Okay. All right. Got to swing for the fences.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Worst movie you've ever seen?
Dang, I done seen some bad movies. If you ever seen the Bring It On series, the last one was horrible. It was like some social media error thing. It was just horrible. And I'm a cheer girl, so like it just didn't hit for me.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Best childhood memory?
Christmas, when me and my siblings, we were really young, we would always throw these little Christmas parties, and we had these little couches. Like I had a Dora one, and my brother had like his was like a Star Wars one, and we would roll them down the stairs, and they used to get so mad at us because I was so little, like, and I could definitely get hurt, but
Oh my goodness. Favorite restaurant?
Ooh, Chipotle. I don't even know why. Everybody be hating on Chipotle, but Chipotle do something different.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Who would you like to sit down with and actually, I guess, to kind of pick their brain, things like that, where they be someone dead or alive? Who would that person be?
Whitney Houston.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I
What?
want to know what happened.
Yeah. Oh no, forget the singing, forget the journey. Let's find out what happened. All right now. All right. Best vacation spot.
The Caribbeans.
Caribbean. Okay. Favorite athlete.
LeBron James.
Oh goodness. Here we go. All right. And I've got a last one for you to think on a little bit. One talent no one would expect you to have.
It's gonna be weird.
Okay. Oh goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. And we're done with that one. That is the speed round. It is all over. For those that don't that are listening to the show, she just made a nice little face here that you will only get to see on YouTube. Just go on over to YouTube. You'll see it. It's towards the end of the show. But yeah, that is the speed round. We are all wrapped up on this episode. Adonis, I want to thank you for coming on the show. If you can, tell everyone where they can find you on social media and what all things you have going on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. You guys can find me on social media at Adonis Muse on pretty much all the platforms. I have a show coming up February 7th. It's at the Analog in Nashville. It's all the R&B girlies, so we love it because we haven't had an event for us yet. So it's first time. We love stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I have coming soon, and I got some new music dropping. So y'all stay tuned.
New music on the way. You heard it here first. Now, quick question. He said the analog. Who all is on that rundown? Do you know who's all on that rundown? Is this the analog in Nashville, by the way, folks who are listening?
Yeah, we got Kaya's on there. We got Lucky Prize. You got KT, Cash K, Summer Joy, Cheyenne, Destiny, and I pray to God I'm not leaving nobody out. And if I do, I'm so sorry.
Okay. That was Ariana, the personality involved in this, or
Not sure.
no?
No, Cruise Control is.
I know she has. I know she does a lot of things around Nashville, so that's why I was asking.
She probably definitely gonna be in the building though. So pull up, y'all. Everybody gonna be there.
Right.
This thing.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, I want to thank you again for coming on the show. Of course, if you don't know, I am the host of This One Works. My name is Mike Patton. You can find me on the artist formerly known as Twitter at Mike Patton82. That's MikePatton 82 on the artist formerly known as Twitter. Word to Prince, one of the greatest artists of all time. Of course, you can find me on Threads and Instagram at that's THA, not THE, _general_MP. You can find This Woman Works on all listening platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, you name it, we are there. And also, you can find This Woman Works on the Mike Patton Podcast Network on YouTube. I want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode of This Woman Works, episode 34. We're out. Peace.